Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Aggies in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And that was a simple play, simple pitch and catch. It's an easy short route. It's a hitch that they've thrown this 4,000 times to each other in practice, and you just need your receiver to step up and make that play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety. Getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
Man, it's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He's got it on the right. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps the play going. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Utah State up-tempo. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. The throw to the outside is complete. And just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Looking left. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cougars are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Fair catch called for and made. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Cougars are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Fires left. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the misconnection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Retzlaff. They're trying to get to it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him pretty well.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
2nd down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Utah State, 0.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Fast motion from the offense. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Utah State up-tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, just keeps firing. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Utah State up-tempo. He's going to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. He'll keep it himself. The ball's free. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Retzlaff. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
BYU 17, Utah State 0.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Pulls and throws out the RPO.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Utah State up-tempo. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide out in motion. Using the quick game. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team, and these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Gain of 1. 3rd down coming up.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They try to pop a run on the draw. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Reads it, fires complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And an empty backfield here on second and short. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his back in the middle.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. He makes the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's White. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
A nice job on this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
23, Utah State.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Martin. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man, it's Retzlaff. Looking down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
BYU right back to the line. On the run, it's Martin. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, BYU! And the route is gone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead.
That makes the score BYU 30, Utah
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try to field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Gain of 3. 3rd down coming.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll try it again. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. A hand to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the give off the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. 3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to...
Going for it all. He's got it on the right. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They'll try it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
He's got it in the end
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it.
Utah State, 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Gain 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for space. It's Martin. Oh, big juke to get past. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
BYU has this offense clicking. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
He wants to throw it again. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Made a defender miss. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Utah State, 21.
After that last score, the lead still at 19. Pretty big deficit as they are set to kick off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back to him on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense never wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Martin. Nifty little dance step. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Third down.
Third and short now from their own 48. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, a 4th down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
BYU 23, Utah State 21.
kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a cover.
Touchdown, BYU! And the punishment has been extended.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets here, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After the misfire, now on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Slings it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Line getting set on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll come out throwing on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's second down.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Set to advance on the football.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
BYU 50, Utah